Hello and welcome. Today, I am so happy to be interviewing Arnel Rabago. And what a joy to add one more person to the organization of the Canada chapter. If you had, those of you that do not know me, my name is Catherine Baxter, and I'm with Chic Image Consulting. And I too am also an AICI CIC. So today, welcome, Arnel.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, I'm so glad to welcome you into the fold. It's so wonderful. I think that we share the same mentor,
Yes,
Karen
I believe
Brunger.
so. Yes, Karen Branger.
And so how and why did you decide that this was a field for you?
Well, when I was a kid, I always wanted to work in fashion industry,
Yes.
but the only job that I knew during that time is like fashion designing. But unfortunately, I'm not gifted to have a creative mind to draw or sketch or make a dress. So
Yet.
during that time, I thought only fashion designing is the only job that you can do in fashion industry. But honestly, I just recently learned that there are several jobs that you can do in fashion industry actually, like visual merchandiser, textile designer, product developer, fashion stylist, and obviously image consulting. And when I learned about image consulting, like before I heard about it, I was like, what is that? I'm like, not everybody knows about it. So I'm one of the curious ones. So I did my further research about it. And I found out that image consultants are the professionals who help to improve the personal and professional image of a client. They also evaluate, enhance, and upgrade their client's appearance, behavior, communication skills to ensure that their image is consistent with their personal professional goals. So when I learned that, I just feel like it's my calling. Oh, I want to do that. So I started my journey. I applied in George Brown College and I graduated last April. And here you go. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yes.
And the angels have sung. What that's so wonderful. And you're in Ontario. So George Brown College, did you do your courses online or was it in person?
Actually, well, because of the pandemic, everything is online, but I wish I did it in person because honestly, I'm more a visual learner and I miss the interaction with my instructor and with my classmate. But, you know, even though I already finished the program, I'm still looking forward to attend more seminars and workshop someday after the pandemic because I really wanted to be more interact and share some ideas with other image consultants in the future.
Yes, and being in person does make a big difference when it is an interactive learning environment. I know I did my master classes with Karen Brunger and we went and had classes. I'm in New Brunswick and I went to Toronto for 2 weeks to take the classes. And it's just an amazing experience because yes, the studies and your books and your texts are also wonderful, but the personal stuff and just feeling the energy of the whole room and that interaction really is amazing.
Definitely, I miss that.
It does.
For
Person to
sure.
person does change so many things. And especially with so many of us on Zoom now, we're really, we're really learning to be a little more comfortable with that, but we still don't feel the same energy and connection like we do in person.
Definitely, I agree. Yeah, for sure.
So when you look at all the things and, what are the skills that you found that are essential? Has your whole life built to this moment? Do you sense how this led to this and that everything has just been building to this moment where you said, I am an image consultant?
Yeah. So after I got my certification as an image consultant, I came to realize that you never stop learning in this industry. But I came to realize that it is very important that you have a proper knowledge about the different body types and how to dress them in the most flattering way,
Mhm.
and then understand the different face and body shapes that I didn't know about that before. And of course, it's also important to be familiar about the trends and color schemes and designer labels. But I think the very, very important is to build professional network for personal and professional development in this industry. Like, for example, being a part of AICI, Association of Image Consultant International, and because of this association, it helps me to maximize my connection to other image consultant, not only in Canada, but all over the world as well. And I'm very happy about that. I made some friends from Germany, from US, from South Africa, from Italy. And I just can't really wait after this global pandemic that, well, we can travel now, because of restriction, but like, like just to feel safe and meet up with them and share some ideas and workshops, seminars, and so on and so on.
We both recently attended the AICI global,
Yes.
the inaugural virtual conference, and what an eye opener that was, and how life changing it was. That the world is getting smaller and smaller
Smaller, yes.
every day. Every Zoom meeting, we're getting smaller and smaller and more connected. And I really love it because when you start new in an industry, for you, Arnel, it's fabulous because you've gone to the conference, you've seen the global setup of what that looks like, your industry, and you say, okay, there's so much more than I ever even dreamed of. It's so exciting.
Yes. Actually, the Zoom AICI Global conference is not actually bad, because I'm thinking like it actually saved me a lot of money for the plane ticket and the hotel reservation and everything. So there's a pros and cons of this pandemic, but as what you said, like our world is getting smaller and smaller. So I'm just happy to be part of that conference, and I learned a lot of things. I really enjoy the fashion show, all the continuing education and seminars. Like every time I'm watching a video, I'm always making a note, and I'm sure that I can use that for my future reference for sure to be successful in
Yeah.
this industry.
I celebrate that it was on Zoom because I really, for me, I like to be at home. I like to be solid and secure in my home. And so for me, it was just wonderful experience to enjoy all of it in the comfort of my home. And I also love the fact that being a new image consultant, what happens is it's so great that we didn't have the burden of all of the expenses. And even not even that, so much of the world had the burden of the exchange in funds that would have affected their ability to travel. So for me, coming from this point of view, I see that there was no barrier to entry. We could all participate. And that's why they had the largest attendance of over 650 image consultants.
That's
Can you
amazing.
imagine?
I heard, yeah.
It was just amazing. Now, looking at the future success of who you are, you're already successful now. You've already become this image consultant that you wanted to be.
Yes.
You found an avenue for you to navigate your journey. Now, what other things do you see making yourself successful? Like, what are your great gifts that are going to move you forward?
Well, I think the attributes to my success in this field is like my passion and my motivation to make a big difference in the lives of other people. My primary profession is I'm a registered social service worker. So I love helping people, advocating and empowering other people. I really enjoy like just like helping people naturally to be the best version of themselves, because I truly believe that every individual has a unique talent and beauty externally and internally.
Yes.
So yes.
And, it's so important for us to be of service to ourselves, our family, and our community.
Yes,
So we
definitely.
really align on that, you and I.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you feel that are going to make the biggest impact on your success?
Um, is like, I just want to share that some of my family members and friends really motivated me to follow my dreams to pursue a career in fashion. Before, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go for it or not because especially it's pandemic. I'm not sure if I'm gonna able to find a job, and many people are trying to like discourage me, like, oh, don't do that, just a waste of time, you're gonna
Oh,
spend of your money. um like, there's a lot of negative feedback, but it really hurts me inside. But you know, I believe just follow your heart, or whatever you think is good for you, just go for it.
yeah.
And but I'm very thankful that there are some people who still believe in me, and they're the one who pushed me to start my image consulting career, especially my best friend, who believes in my potential success in this field.
Yes.
To be honest, like, my best friend, because of him, from the start, he had inquired if I could assist him in helping him to upgrade his wardrobe, like just for fun, just for a hobby. Because of that, his self confidence improved, and I seen that
And
it's
you
good.
felt good.
I feel good, like it helps him mentally, emotionally, and I feel like, oh my god, I can touch lives just being an image consultant. So
Yes.
if I just touch someone's life, or just like one person, I can do make a big difference in the whole, like in community, society, or the big world. So I just thought to myself, I just need to be certified. I just can't watch YouTube videos and learn things from there, but you really need to go to school that are accredited of AICI. So
Yes,
I
I
did my
hear you.
yeah, so I did my research. I'm like, what are the nearest school of image consulting in Ontario? And then I just found George Brown College, and I just started to enroll. And as just to acknowledge Miss Karen Bronger, she did a very good job as my instructor. She's very supportive, and thank you very much for everything that I learned from her. Yeah.
I completely understand your journey.
Yes.
For me, I was watching YouTube videos and I said, oh, and then I'd watch another one. So after probably a couple hundred,
Yeah.
I thought, okay, maybe this is for me. And then I said, oh yeah, I could do this too. But I had no idea about image consulting. I don't know how we lived our lives without knowing this stuff. So similar to you, I watched my YouTube videos, and I was reading a book, and I read it about 6 or 7 times by
Wow.
Brenda Kinsell, the late Brenda Kinsell.
Yeah.
And so I'm doing this and I'm saying, you know what, there's a world of magic out there, and I want to be in this. And I always wanted to know the secret formula, how to look fabulous every day, not just hit and miss. I
Yes.
wanted it every day. So yes, I also took the courses with Karen, and I still honor and I'm still grateful to Karen for this life-changing stuff that we have for ourselves, but for others. And I too felt, if I had changed one life by helping someone else present themselves in a more confident manner, then my work was done.
Yes.
I was already a success. And so I think that each person we help is just a blessing to ourselves and to the community.
100%. I agree. And I also want to add that I know in YouTube channels, there's a lot of like videos about image consulting, but we really need to be careful if it's really like a reliable sources. So my advice is just, if you really want to pursue this career, go to school that is accredited by AICI.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's too many people out there that are saying, well, oh no, I'm this or I'm that.
And
And I
that.
think, okay, so do you have an accreditation that is recognized globally?
Yes.
And we need that for ourselves, but we need that for our clients.
For sure.
Because when you're working with someone, it's an intimate exchange when you're working with someone's image. And so I think it's really important that we have a code of ethics, that we come from professional training. I had never known about the training like you until one day I said, okay, so what's this all about? You know,
Yes.
is there like a club? You know, is there, because for me, I'm all about education and
Sure.
getting accredited and following those steps. So for me, it was all about, okay, so where do you get this done? How does this
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah, I was like that. How does that work? Like, should I join a Facebook group with this or
Yeah.
whatever? But I'm just happy I did it.
Oh, me too, because you've even seen changes in your own life. And, you know, as you're getting dressed confidently every day, you understand why that feels good or why it works for you. And I think for us to experience the change in image ourselves really is so helpful, because when we communicate with clients, we can say, I get it. I know where you are.
Yes.
I understand. If you're having doubts or second thoughts, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you've already experienced some of these things where you go, yeah, I really hate it, but I love it. I don't want to take it away from my closet.
Undecided, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then it's so great that we experience it ourselves, because, you know, with all of that, we're in a position to help people get to their next step.
Yes.
So when you think about it, would you think of, what was the one person that you think of that really led you to this moment of being who you are, and at the beginning of this huge journey? Where do you attribute your success?
Well, I think all of my past experiences in my life, growing up when I was in elementary, I'm kind of like a big kid, and I have a very low self-esteem, and I was also a victim of bullying, and but I'm thinking that being beautiful is not just about what the physical looks or what you're going to wear, but the most important is you have a good heart. And there's a lot of people who are struggling because of their low self-esteem. And that's kind of like my advocacy for being an image consultant, is to like, not just to change what their ABC, appearance, behavior, communication, but to make them feel good, no matter what is their like past experiences before. So embrace yourself for no matter who and what you are, because as what I said, all of us are unique. And I want to make a platform that, like, you can go there, you can find a job, even though no matter what's your size, no matter what's your ethnic background, no matter how old are you. Like, many people are really like struggling up like low self-esteem, and because of that, mental health, and it makes them depressed, and it leads to suicide. But it's very deep. I'm not gonna go there, but because I can relate, because I was been there, done that. So I don't want to other people that to happen. And here I am, and that's my goal, and that's my mission. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I think we all start from a place of shaky ground.
Yes.
And so for many of us, growing into who we are is a journey.
It is.
Some of us struggle more than others, but I think we all struggle. And I think that the image part about that appearance and the behavior and the communication and the digital presence now is so important for us to understand who we are, to get confident in here first.
Yes, first, exactly.
And so really, I joke around and I say, yeah, if you look at a picture from, let's say, 20 years ago, and you go, oh my gosh, I was so beautiful. Look at me. Oh my God, I was just like so gorgeous. What was I ever worried about?
Yeah.
What was I thinking to struggle with myself about anything that anybody said? I'm looking at me and I'm beautiful. So now I always tell people, okay, let's pretend you're 20 years down the road talking to you right now.
Yes.
How beautiful are you? The other thing that helps us too is maybe thinking about Chopra, the book, the author. This is 2 billion years of evolution.
Yes,
Celebrate,
yes, celebrate. Yes.
celebrate that this is 2 billion years of evolution. And I think that really this stuff changes, we change. When tomorrow we're not the same person we were today, let's just celebrate where we are right now.
Yeah,
Life is short, let's be our best friend, not our own enemy.
exactly. Move
um,
forward.
yeah, like
Yes.
I can, and you know, the thing too is changing your network of who's supporting you and who isn't. Because when we're changing or shifting, you've decided that this was an industry you really had always been passionate about, and you found a place to jump in and move forward. Now, we want to surround ourselves with friends and people that support us moving forward. And in that
Yes.
same group, we are there to support others. I'm really clear about the people that are not on board with me. You're not on board.
Yes.
You're no longer in that, you know, the group with me.
Yeah.
We really need to come from a supportive, loving group for each other. And I
For
think
sure.
image consultants are very good at helping people get that shaky ground just a little more solid so that we can move to the next step and then the next step. And the whole journey of getting where you want to be is the
Mhm.
baby steps.
Absolutely. Yes.
But I'm so glad that you and I are on better ground.
I'm happy to know that. Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on a more solid footing and moving forward and
Forward.
celebrating all of this, the 2 billion
Yes.
years.
2 billion years.
This is it. Did you, you know, you'd mentioned that one of the obstacles you had was people saying, or people not supporting your choice.
Yes.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Oh, sure. Definitely. Well, starting your career in image consulting is not a joke, to be honest. It's hard. Honestly, many people are it's kind of like embarrassed to say, but many people are mocking and laughing at me because they think it's stupid that other people will pay me to help them to dress properly according to their seasonal color palette, body style, face and body shape. One of this person, I'm not gonna mention the name, like, oh, image consulting is just for rich people. Like, who will pay you? And I'm like, no, it's not just for rich people or like people from Hollywood or celebrities. Like anybody can hire an image consultant.
Yes.
And hearing those negative feedback, it really made me feel sad and hurt inside. But sometimes, I'm just trying to ignore them and I'm trying to keep going because I know that this is my calling and I know that I will make a big difference. So, you can please everybody. So that's the life it is in this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think too that it really, sometimes it's hard to hear these things, but I think we should embrace them because really now you hear someone's opinion that they're saying no to themselves. They're putting a barrier up for themselves to
Yes.
not be able to enjoy or to grow into who they are. And I think that really, we can celebrate that because that's a direction for you where you can say, okay, so by the way, everyone that is successful has a team. That team could be their dry cleaner, their image consultant, their lawyer, their accountant. How many people have an accountant? Raise your hand.
There you
How many
go.
people have a lawyer? Raise your hand.
Man.
How many people have a tailor? Raise your hand. How many people have a local dry cleaner? Raise your hand. How many people have these things? All right. Everyone has these things. And many people that want to make sure they're clear about who they are and the message that they are communicating have an image consultant.
Consultants.
It's just part of your winning team. So now you can easily see how that has been a great piece of information for you, because some people in your audience and your group feel that they cannot afford that they've put a barrier up for it. So that might be something that you embrace and moving forward and letting the world know. A
Yeah,
winning team has an image consultant. They take this stuff seriously.
I will remember that. Winning team.
The winning team. The winning person or the successful person invests in their education and their image. And so, I'm looking at the future of the industry.
Yes.
Um, we saw the AICI conference go global.
Yeah.
We never even envisioned what that looked like or how great it could be.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed our lives. And now I'm thinking, what else do you think is in the future for us?
The future of this industry look like to me, in my own opinion, is I think the industry has a bright future, most especially now that we have switched everything digitally, because of the modern technology. It only takes 5 seconds to make an impression. So being at your best is really vital. Image consulting professionals will be able to provide that to their client. Like it may sound or seem superficial. However, I believe the external image that you project to the world is the first thing that anybody sees. It is the basis for the first impression to you. It only takes 5 seconds to make a first impression. So whether you like it or not, image matters whether we like it or not. It is very important. Yeah.
Oh, yes. It's not something where you can say, well, no, I'm not, you're not getting to make a first impression.
Impression.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's
No.
not in your choice or your control. What you do have control of, though, is what the first impression is.
Impression. Yes.
That you're in charge of. And really, I just see with the amount of Zoom meetings, like there's over 4 million Zoom meetings going on every 10 minutes in the world.
For sure.
That is incredible.
Incredible. Yes.
So yes, I the first image and how we present ourselves. How are we comfortable with who we are? Are we doing this the whole time?
Yes.
These things are so important.
Important.
Because
Yeah.
if we're not at peace and comfortable with this, how do we move and look outside of ourselves and move into the next discussion or the next opportunity or the next moment if we're struggling with who we are now?
Yeah.
I don't want to see the struggle on the easy stuff. I'd like the day to start, we don't know what's in the future of every day.
Yeah.
But what I'd like the easiest decision to be in the day is to jump up and say, what do you want to wear today? I got 5 minutes. Let's rock this.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
How, what color is speaking to me today? I have a wardrobe full of clothes that support me. I see the future for many people where they open the closet and it's a moment of joy. And
Joy.
I think it's time that we got that closet sorted out and really got rid of the struggle, even on just getting dressed. Open the wardrobe, celebrate what you have, make sure, get your colors done, wear it in the right color.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look good for you? If it doesn't, let it go.
Yeah.
It's not serving you,
People need to learn how to let go because some of them they're stuck from the past.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I have a term I call orphan clothing.
Yeah.
So orphan clothing is when you open the closet and there's clothes in there that don't fit. That's an orphan item. They're in the wrong color for you. That's an orphan item. They don't look good on you. That's an orphan item. You bought it under pressure because someone said you should, orphan item. You bought it because you thought it was status or some emotional reason,
Yes.
but it doesn't look good on you. You keep it in the closet because you paid so much money for it and you feel guilty. So when you open up this wardrobe full of all those orphan items, it's a war zone.
It is.
We are hurting and sabotaging ourselves if we open up a closet and it's full of orphan items. I mean, how many times, do people open up their closet and they say, oh, I'm so happy. Like, oh, I have these beautiful things to wear to support me to go out and support my day and others.
Yeah. I just want to share my bad habit before going to the mall. So I'm like browsing and window shopping, and I was like, oh, wow, there's on sale 50% off. And I'm always buying things that I know that I don't really need it, but I'm just buying it because I knew that it was on sale. But I ending up just putting it in my closet and I just forgot about it. And then after like a year or 6 months, I'm like, oh yeah, I bought this one. And then there you go. It's not a really good. I just learned that it's not a good habit. So I'm glad I changed that.
Yeah, I'm glad you let that one go, Arnel.
Yes.
Yeah, let that one go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the sales price, there's a reason why they put it on sale, and it's to motivate us to go get that. But
Yes.
we really, what happens is if you buy all these things on sale and they're all lined up, and let's say they have the tags on them.
Yes.
Every time you open the closet, you go, oh my gosh, I should wear that. Oh my gosh, I should wear that. I bought that. I should wear that. I should.
I should.
So the other thing too is, did you buy it in the right color? Did you buy it in the right size? Is it supporting who you are right now? Is that just, or were you just emotional shopping, felt like you treat yourself to something? So if you don't have your colors done, you don't know what looks good on you, all of a sudden you're out shopping and you're buying all these orphans many times, and you're building this wardrobe of orphans. So people say, oh my gosh, I have this closet full of clothes and nothing to wear. That's right, because nothing goes with anything else. It's not the right colors. It doesn't support your body. It's not who you are. And so now trying to build an outfit is a struggle every single day.
Yes.
I also think too that, the great part about having an image consultant is they really help you to sort out and get to investment pieces.
Yes.
So you buy beautiful quality and you're going to wear it and you're going to love it.
Love it.
So when you open that wardrobe, you go, I love it. I'm going to wear it. I love it. I'm going to wear it. These are the things that I love to wear. And then imagine how much easier the day goes when you feel confident.
Oh, yes.
And we know, it just feels good to walk out the door and be us.
Yes.
And so, really, I think that that's a lot about what we have to offer our clients, is that sense of, feeling on solid ground, feeling grounded in who we are, looking more healthy and powerful in the right colors, and dressing beautifully for our body.
And
I always say, yes, so confident.
Yes.
And comfortable, and none of this. It's like, oh, stop. Stop. I can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh. It is wild, eh?
Yeah.
It is wild. So one of the issues I think for us as image consultants is helping to understand the naysayers, or the people that are holding back, the people that are holding themselves back. And when we understand what some of those things are, what they're saying to themselves, we can address those, and we can start incorporating that and understanding that that might be a barrier for someone. And so when we're talking to different people, we might say, yeah, in the past, people thought an image consultant was only for Hollywood stars.
Yes, that's what they thought.
It's an everyday part of anyone's team to be successful. If you're leaving your house or you're on a Zoom meeting, you need an image consultant. You need a walkthrough. It's an every person type of service now.
It is very important, like especially for people who are working in the corporate world. I think I want to pursue that industry someday, but I just need a proper training to do that. But that's my goal, to be a successful image consultant, to target the corporate world.
The C-suite.
Yes.
Yes, that is wonderful. That's a great idea.
Yeah, hopefully.
Everything's possible, Arnel.
Yes. And dream, believe, and survive.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. Believe is so important. It's in my backdrop.
Yes, believe,
Believe, believe, believe.
believe. Yeah.
Because really, we're the one driving this. We're the one in charge of this, and we're the one that decides that we are limitless, that there's everything is there for us. Look how far you are already.
I know. I just like a person who just like browsing the internet, finding about what is image consultant. And then I told to myself, I want to be like that. I want to be certified. So I just follow my heart because I dream and I believe, and then I survive. I got my certification.
It happened.
It happened.
And here we are.
Here we are. And thank you for this one more time for inviting me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm so happy to celebrate your success, and every one of us, just by talking to each other, we lift each other up, we inform others of the world of image consulting, and we celebrate all of us together.
That's what I love about this industry.
Oh yes, we're all in it for each other, and for our clients especially.
I really appreciate the like you, Catherine, and other AICI Canada chapter. They're very supportive, and if sometimes I have lots of questions or something that I don't understand, like they're very helpful, and they're like you can just private message me, and if you have any concerns, and I really appreciate that all of you are very like willing to mentor me to learn more about this industry. So
Oh,
thank you
yeah.
very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I am so grateful that you are here with all of us together.
Thank you.
This has just been a wonderful, wonderful interview and conversation, Arnel. I'm so grateful that we've had this time to share today. And I'm really looking forward to having more interviews with you as we go along on the journey. Thank
Hopefully
you so
someday.
much.
No problem.
What a great day.
Yes, what a great day.
Thank you so much.